ho, another cabby video. Oh, right, obviously we're tight for space in here. Boxing Day, hello. I hope you all had a great Christmas yesterday. I hope you're having a great Boxing Day today. Let's hope it all went well for you. Right, so my Christmas Day went pretty well. I hope yours were the same, you know. Weren't wasting your time messing about eating and stuff. So yeah, cabby, where were we? Inner wing's on. So once the inner wing was on, I didn't want to move to this inner wing before I got the strengthening plate in. That's the plate which attaches to this bar here and is attached at the top here. It just it's supposed to stop scuttle shake, so when you're driving, you know, this lot doesn't be vibrating around. And I've had this at about 105 mile an hour, and yeah, it's very stable. It does exactly what it says on the tin. But damn, it's quite a chunk of steel to get out of there. Because obviously we don't want to damage door posts, we've got to get the inner wing off. And then yeah, and they're really blazed in. I mean, some of the welds on them are just huge, you know. Obviously it was a bit difficult to get in when they did them, but damn, it takes some grinding off. Thankfully this doesn't look too bad in here. It's all pretty clean, which is nice to see. Really nice to see, actually. Got this delicate bit round here, you know, super delicate area. It isn't much to weld to or to grind off. It'll soon disappear if you hit it with a grinder, so delicate round there. I'll just cut the thick of it. What I tend to do, I'll just cut the thick of it out, get it down so I know where the spot welds are. Half the time you can't see the spot welds, you know, not when it's this rusty anyway. So then I'll just find what looks like similar to, and then I'll just grind that area, and then we'll just work our way along with a screwdriver, just picking it and finding where we need to grind. Yeah, it's a long, boring, arduous task, but it has to be done. So that's it's getting there. It's getting there. We've got a few more bits to remove off, like I say, up here, a bit up here. Obviously clean all this area up, take these off. Got to be careful around here. Obviously we've got the parcel shelf, we don't want to damage that metal because we've got to use that to weld to. This one down here, which we're pretty close to having away. I'll just feel the sharp edges on the side of it there. So we've just broke through on the edge there, but this is a bit of inner wing. It sits on top of the reinforcement plate on the inside of the car. You can see I've cut it in a few sections. This was earlier on when we were doing it. Cut in a few sections so it sort of get in, and you know, and that's the way I'll be cutting the rest off. I'll just run a cut blade on the grinder, just cut it. Don't cut into the stuff behind it, obviously, though depending what condition it is, it may just get removed and new put in. Again here, this one's tricky because it's a box section at the back. It's welded to, and this is some of the remains, you can see quite chunky, of the screen scuttle shake plate which was in. I don't know if it's out down there, there will be, but you know, there's piles of all sorts down here now. Oh, that was a part of it. Oh, quite a chunky thing, as we'll see in a sec, because we'll jump over to the other side. Like I said, I didn't want to start that side without this side being strong. So we now have the scuttle shake plate in. Clashed it up with paint, plenty of painting behind it, obviously a little bit of grinding around, a ton of seam sealer over the top, just the same as the cabby company done it, you know. It was just absolutely clarted. I should have done a video showing how much bloody seam sealer is in, but anyone who's done them, he knows what they're like. I mean, you've got a ton of it here, but this area here, it's a large hole, so they've had to muller a hole in as best they can. So obviously they've got the wings on the air panel and everything when they're putting these plates in. Get them into position, and then they've just got to fill it absolutely fill it with seam sealer, and that's the same as what they do around here. That's this bit here looks like a big weld. It's not. There's a big lump of seam sealer. About as strong as a bloody big weld as well. But yeah, there's a big lump of seam sealer. There you go. But yeah, heavy dose seam sealer. I don't think we'll have to go quite as heavy as these like that to go, but we've got a little bit better access. So yeah, there we have the scuttle shake plating. So we're getting no scuttle shake up here. So we're another leap forward. Since that come out quite a few years ago, obviously that inner wing's been wanting doing. So on there, I'm actually ahead of where I was previously. The shame is that this side wasn't coming out previously, so this panel here wasn't coming out, the full inner wing wasn't coming out, it wasn't in too bad a condition. But now, obviously we're a little bit behind and a little bit forward, if you know what I mean. Yeah, but once we get this on, make another one of these plates up that carry this bar here, and then I'll get this scuttle off and see what we're dealing with there. Once the scuttle's off, hey, it's glory time. We're going to get the wings and the front panel on. Once we've got wings and front panel on, then we'll drop back to the back end, and it should just start falling together really now. Like I said, the big hurdle, big obstacle was getting that floor out and getting the floor back in, getting somewhere close to where we were. Obviously we've still got the reinforcers to go in, we're just waiting for them now. Once we get them reinforcers in, I think we're ahead of where we were. Obviously we're putting more in than we were originally, but with the car being stored as it was, it took a bit of a beating, so there's no point trying to cut corners. It's just panels out and panels in. You know, we want the car to be all original, and you may say, oh, it's not original, it's all new panels, but they are all off the same pressing, they are all original panels, even the rear quarters original panel, and the car will be done to the same standard, if not slightly better. I know the paintwork will be a lot better because Rover did tend to skip on the painting, but yeah, we'll be lashing it obviously with treatments and everything to stop it from rusting. So we don't want to get back like this, and we want to be a shining example of what it is. Anyway, so there we are guys. We got this inner wing on, we got the scuttle reinforcement plating, stopping the scuttle shake, and we've now started pulling out this inner wing. So we'll be back on this tomorrow, do the final grindings, and then we can start fitting up this inner wing. Right guys, it was just a quick update really. It's Boxing Day, so we'll go spend some time not in the garage I think, but yeah, progressing nicely. I'm quite happy with that. Obviously it'd be a lot nicer if it was we had the panel fairies come in and do it for us overnight, but you know, we've got to be realistic about it I suppose. So anyway, yeah, chuffed a bit, moving along, plenty of progress. Can't wait to get this inner wing in. Can't wait to get the front end on. Can't wait to get it done, but quite enjoy it, you know, as it plods along. A bit like a very slow jigsaw puzzle, isn't it? But as you all know, when you do these things, once it actually starts going together and you start seeing bits getting done, it's quite rewarding. I mean, no one likes to see just stuff getting chopped out of the car. It's just you see so many cars and people will chop them out, and then they end up just being unfinished projects. So you know, it seems to be a bit more rewarding when you actually see the cars going back together than them being chopped apart, and it certainly is that way when you're doing them. Once you start seeing all them panels going, them spaces get filled up and it's looking the way you're wanting it to and the way you're planning it to, then it all becomes well worth it. Anyway, rattling on again guys, right, I'm out of here. You all have a great Boxing Day. There'll be more on before the new year, so I'll be back out again grinding. But I won't put you through a whole grinding. We've seen welding, we've seen spot welding, so we'll just catch you up where we are and we'll try not to miss any bits out. Right guys, see you all later. Bye. Monkey Rascal.